Our next guest on Central Valley Business is Scott Crumb from Lifestyle Solar.
That's correct.
And what do you guys sell? Solar, I guess.
We do a little bit of solar, yeah.
Who should have solar?
People who spend a lot of money on electricity,
Yeah.
which is surprisingly a large part of the population.
Yeah. And what's a lot? Like $300-400 a month?
And actually, it starts penciling out about $150 a month.
$150 a month
on average.
makes a difference.
Yeah. A lot of people say, "Oh, my bills are so high. I got $500-600 bills. That's my average is $500." Well, they always remember the worst.
Yeah.
But when you take the whole 12 months and average it out, if it's 150,
Yeah.
175, 200 or greater, definitely can save them a lot of money.
Well, now I feel that even 5 years ago, solar didn't make sense. The technology just wasn't there yet, but it's arrived.
It's amazing how much it's advanced. 5 years ago, a panel would produce 100 watts. That same panel would produce 320 watts.
Wow.
The cost of those panels were 3 times as expensive as they are now.
Yeah, so the cost has gone down and the output has gone way over tripled.
Then more important than that, the reliability. How fast they degrade, how long they last has gone dramatically increased. Okay. Electronics always improve over time and get cheaper over time. It's one of those laws.
Should people buy or should they lease?
Yes.
Buy or lease. It depends, I guess.
There is no correct answer to that question, except every individual situation is unique. If you tell me, Scott, I'm going to live in my house forever, you should definitely look at purchasing. It's always a better return on your investment.
Yeah.
80% of my customers purchase. But for the 20% that lease, it really is the best deal for their specific situation.
So best talk to Scott Crumb at Lifestyle Solar and find out.
Right. Instead of us trying to force feed you one solution, we literally have quite a few different ones. Our goal is to figure out which one puts the most money in your pocket.
So what's it cost to get this kind of advice, to come meet with an expert and find out if you should buy or lease, or even just stay on PG&E?
Well, if you have a credit card or a checkbook, just keep them because it costs nothing.
It's free to talk
free.
to you. Free advice from Scott Crumb. So.
And my advice is a little bit different than a lot of my competitors. It is always the truth.
Okay. So some people you might say, hey, just keep the PG&E. You're doing okay.
You'd be surprised how often I say that. And I'm happy to say it. If it's not a good fit for you, I will tell you right now, this is not a good fit. I can't count the number of people another company is just really force-feeding them a sell. I'll come in, I'll look at their situation, and I'll say, you don't need solar.
Don't need solar. Okay.
Save your money. And they'll look at me like, aren't you a salesman? Aren't you here to sell me? But you know what? I'm a salesman who can sleep very well at night, too.
Now, is Fresno a good place for solar?
Yeah, actually fantastic. We get tons of sun.
Yeah.
You know, there used to be a thing called rain, but it doesn't.
It hasn't rained in like 2 years.
It doesn't exist anymore.
So, and you need sun for solar. I mean, if it's
Direct
overcast, do you get some or no?
Yeah, without a doubt. Even in your fog, even on a foggy day, you get some. So this is a little technical, but there's a thing called a sun hour. A sun hour is how much energy is hitting Fresno. 12 o'clock noon on the longest day of the year.
Okay.
We get 5.7 of those a day for 365 days on average.
Wow.
With that calculation, we can figure out how much power we're going to produce.
Okay. Nighttime, you get none.
Not very much. Yeah, the moon doesn't reflect that well.
Not that much. Okay. So, I mean, what's the ballpark? Or do people, is it even like a giant chunk of money, or do you just get a little payment each month?
Well, it's fantastic. There's so many different ways of doing it, and many of them are no money out of pocket. We have a program called a PACE program, Property Assessed Clean Energy. There are quite a few of them. Hero, California First, Y-Green. They're companies that will partner up with different cities and counties to help people become more energy efficient. Solar's obviously on top of that list. No money out of pocket. So it's just a loan that you pay back through your property taxes, which give you additional tax advantages, and you're making basically a monthly payment.
And your property tax is paid usually with your house payment, so you may not even notice.
Without a doubt.
What you'd notice is all of a sudden you're not paying PG&E anymore.
Right, and now what the payment you are making is less than your average, and it's flat. It never goes up.
Not that. I've had some bad months this year.
Well, yeah, we call it where they get the envelope and they're like, oh, do I really want, I don't want to open this, and you'd be surprised. It's not uncommon for people to get $6,000-8,000 bills in the summertime.
Yeah. And so levels your payment, and does it go up each year? Or
these are non-escalators. These are fixed. They are flat.
So it's lower than your current PG&E payment, and each year as PG&E would go up, yours stays the same.
So every year your profit, if you will, the money you keep in your pocket, becomes larger and larger.
Now, we say PG&E, but a lot of our viewers on Edison and stuff like that. Are
Yep.
there any other power companies around?
MID, TID, there's tons.
Yeah.
And we help We help
In
them out.
Fresno, PG&E means electricity, but that's just Fresno, so.
That's correct.
It's electric and gas too, so you still will have a little gas bill, but.
Right, if you're in, well, most people in Fresno, some people on the outskirts are on propane.
We're on propane at our house, but some people might find that if they have a gas hot water heater or something, they might switch it over to electric once they get the solar.
What I always tell people is don't fix it if it's not broke.
Mm-hmm.
So don't go out and buy an expensive hot water heater when your gas one, which gas is cheap, works. But when it does break,
When it's time to break.
Then take a look at
Make
that.
an analysis
Right.
again. Don't just buy electric or buy gas. Just make an analysis to see what's cheaper. So.
exactly.
Now, is there such a thing as turning the meter backwards? Can you sell power back to PG&E?
Without a doubt, you actually become a little power plant in your own. It's kind of interesting. I had the head person in PG&E that works on their grid come and talk to me at a show one day to thank me for
Really?
putting solar on
'Cause
people's homes.
They need a.
Well, are we still building homes in the valley?
Yeah.
Are we still having new businesses open up their gates? So they're taking more and more power. When's the last time we built a dam?
Yeah, we haven't.
When's the last time we built a power plant?
Not in my lifetime.
No.
Yeah.
So all these little
So
mini
you're
power
building
plants
power plants.
at no infrastructure
Wow.
cost to PG&E.
Right.
So they love that they can take this extra power that we're producing, give their clients a much cheaper price that are putting solar in their home, and then taking it and selling it at a profit.
Yeah.
Little mini plants.
Yeah. Now, how can they reach you? Just to find out. Talk to Scott. It's free, for goodness sakes. How can they reach you to talk to you?
Obviously, my personal cell number is on the screen right there.
Okay.
906-8163.
906-8163. A lot of our viewers just listen. They don't look, so.
That is me. That's my direct cell. I answer it 24/7 unless I'm with a client. I'll be happy to just answer questions.
Now, what's Lifestyle Solar? They've been around a little while?
Yeah, we actually are a partnership. Our owner owns Lifestyle Furniture.
Oh,
one of
yeah,
the
yeah.
largest furniture stores in the
Very reputable company.
Yeah, I've been in business 28, 29 years. We are now the largest locally owned solar company in the valley.
There's a reason for that, I would imagine, so.
My owners are the most honest owners I've ever worked with in my life. They are fantastic people to work for. They stand behind their product. If you ever have a question or problem, you go to Sean Blackstone, walk upstairs. One of them's there almost
Their
every day.
Lifestyle Furniture, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
Anyway, Scott Crumb, Lifestyle Solar. Is there a website?
Sure, we got lifestylesolarinc.com. You can go check that out. You can get more information there. Once again, my email address, if you want to email me questions, is scott@lifestylesolarinc.com.
LifestyleSolarInc.com.
Correct. And my cell number is on 24/7, 906-8163.
Yeah, this show repeats at 2 in the morning, so if it's 2 in the morning, go ahead and call Scott if you're watching. So.
You might be surprised. I might answer.
I'd answer and get some free advice. All right, it's time for solar. It's time to at least consider it. I mean, it's it's good for our environment, and it's good for your pocketbook. Not a lot of things are good for both like that.
People say going solar is going green, and I say yes, without a doubt. It's putting a lot of green in your pocket.
A lot of green in your pocket. Okay, Lifestyle Solar, Scott Crumb. Say the phone number one more time.
906-8163.
And we'll be back with more Central Valley business right after this.